and happy Friday to all traders and the guys that are listening to me right now. So the topic for today is going to be why 95% of trader uh, lose money in forex market, and you guys can see that that percentage is very high. It's not kind of a circumstantial figure. That is a real figures. 95% of traders, either new traders or intermediate trader or even professional trade. Some, I would say, professional trader lose money in forex. There are kind of some steps why they lose money. One of the major one is their psychological mindset. That's number one, but that is not the only reason why traders lose money in their market. As you can see, only 5% of traders are successful in forex market. That's kind of very low, very low, 5%. So it's very difficult for you to fall into that 5% of traders that are successful. So in other words, a lot of stuff which you are seeing on Instagram or some YouTubes or this kind of vlogger or Instagram or Facebook showing you they are winning, it's kind of, I would say, not real. The guys that are really making money, they don't really brag about it because they know that forex is kind of a steady game. So if you want to fall into that 5% of trader that usually win money in forex market, or like profitable 5% trader, there are some steps which you have to take. I'm not telling you these are all the steps. I'm not telling you I'm a guru or something like that. This is kind of a research, and I bring out some 5 basic. Either you as a trader, Rama is asking me, am I a successful trader? Actually, Rama, I'm an analyst. Actually, I'm working with the bank. We are not allowed to trade. But I guess that when I retired working in the bank, I will be part of that 5% of traders that are successful. Why? Because of the big research which I've already made in terms of trading, and I already see a lot of new trader or intermediate trader, the mistakes which they make. I know a lot of guys and I see the mistake which they make, because then I will tell you that when I finally start trading, I will be part of that 5%. But at the moment, I am an analyst. And if you like, you need people that is trading live forex, you can come to FS Passion webinar or Docs webinar. Those are trading, like they are traders. So if you want to be those 5% of traders, and for Rama, I am not what's it called, the trader. That does not mean that I don't trade. I do trade on a demo account. You can see even right now I am right now holding a position on the Euro USD. I'm holding a position there, profitable trade. Yesterday I had a position. I will show you the history. Let me bring the history of Euro. Okay, I have it here. The Euro British pounds. I will show you the histories to tell you that actually I know what I'm doing when I'm trading. You can see that is a 114 pips profits. That was the trade which I took on the 21 stroke on the 22nd of August. And I already entered this currency pair. You can see where I entered this currency pair. And actually, I was targeting this zone. I was not targeting 114 pips region, but I'm targeting just 43 pips as a profit. The price came closer to 30 pips and it dropped back. And you can see my stop loss, just 26, because I'm aiming at 46. So, but that being said, I'm not trying to show you my history of my trade and something like that, because I know what I'm doing. But this is more about research, because when I made research and with people I have, the new traders and the intermediate traders which I have around me, and I see the common mistakes they are making, that is the reason why I decided to do this webinar for the guys there that are trading forex. That is kind of difficult. Please pray for me. I want to be a successful trader. Rama, if you want to be a successful trader, this is the webinar which you kind of need to listen to. You know, one thing about traders that why those 95% of traders, they are not successful is, number one, they are going majorly about the money. They just want the money so fast, so fast, so fast, so fast. That is not how forex work. That's not how any investment works. So if you want to treat trading as a casino, you are already bound to lose. Because just imagine right now, you will have a business, you are an entrepreneur, you have a business. That business will not just start booming immediately. It will take time. Even when it takes time, there are still some times that the business is going good. There are some times that the business is going bad. But a lot of part of those 95% of traders that are losers, or that are not a winner, I will not say loser or something like that. They just want to the forex to be their ATM. They just want to make money so fast in the forex market, which is 100%. Okay, Roberto. So, which is 100% not the way forex works. I get it. I get it. Most new trader, they already see a lot of video. They already see a lot of fake videos, I would say, of the life of a forex trader. The the fake video or the fake Instagram of showing you they are like winnies or something like that. I would say those are fakes. So let me jump into number one. If you don't want to be part of that 95% of losing trader, one thing you have to do, you have to stick to your strategy. Majority of traders, they don't stick to their strategy. You need to stick to what you believe. Even when that's what you believe is not working for 1 week or 2 weeks, that does not mean that it's kind of your technical analysis is fake, or your mindset in trading is kind of not correct. But you have to stick to what you believe in trading. You know what I usually what I do a few months ago, I stopped following those people that is posting their winning trade. They don't post their losing trade, because those are part of the people that influence the new traders, and they make the new trader to be depressed, because they will think that, hey, what am I doing? A is winning in the forex market, B, I'm losing in the forex market. What is wrong? But that is not correct. There is no trader. Rama, I only give this webinar every day from Lucas Copy. I don't have trading calls because I'm working with the bank, as I told you before. But I will continue. So you need to stick to your strategy. What is the strategy? Maybe I will tell you this right now. Let me take away this history. Right now, my strategy is kind of, I believe in price action. Not only price action, I believe in price action in combination of what they call moving average trends. So I take the first trade. It didn't work out for me. Take the second trade. It didn't work out for me. So I will start thinking that, hey, you know what? What I already learned is kind of bullshit. So let me look for something else that is working. That is not how it works. You need to try it over and over again before you know that, okay, the system which you are using at that moment is not working. But you need to stick to what is working for you. Even there will be a period when that your strategy is not working. It is it is normal. There's always a period where it does not work. That does not mean that your strategy is kind of not good. It's just that is the reason why we have this forex. Nobody can predict the movement. Nobody can predict the movement of the forex market for you. So in other words, you need to stick to what you know, and you need to stick to your strategy. That will make you become a successful trader. That will make you be part of the 5% of the trader that are winning trade. And number two, most traders, they don't have an edge in the market. If you're asking me, what do you mean by most traders, they don't have a edge in the market? I will tell you, the 95% of traders that are losing, they don't have edge in forex market. Because forex market is not like a gamble. It's not like a coin. When you throw it, or when you throw it, there are 50% that it will come out in A, or 50% it will come out in the B side. No, that is not forex for you. Forex is not gamble. I will give you what's it called, an example right now. When you lost 2 million, that is which currency? 2 million in what currency? So what I mean that most traders, or I would say the 95% of traders that are losing trade, they don't have a hedge in the market. Number one, those traders that don't have a hedge in the market, they will just see this currency pair right now. They will see that, okay, yeah, this price is moving down, the British pounds USD is moving downward, everything is showing, hey, let me take a position right now. They will just go, they will say, I know, they will tell you, I know 95% that this trade is going to go down, and they will just, okay, maybe put any lot size and sell the market. They didn't do their proper technical analysis. They don't have strategy. They don't know when to exit the market. They don't know when to, what's it called, enter the market. They will just think that, you know what, I see that this price is going to come towards this region. Let me put it. It will come towards this region. I know 100%. So let me put my stop loss here and take profit. Yeah. Basically, you don't have a hedge in the market at that moment, because there's no British pounds. That's kind of very big money. I will advise you, Rama, you need to do your you need to learn your technical analysis very good. Not only technical analysis is not only the answer in forex trading. I would tell you that right away. You might know your technical analysis 100%. You might be the guru of technical analysis. You know when to enter the market. You know when to exit the market. If your psychological mindset is weak, if you don't have the forex trading psychology, I'll name it like that, the forex trading psychology, you will still end up being part of that 95% of traders that are losing their money. So you then I will come to this situation of what is this forex trading psychology. The psychology is like this. If you don't train your mind that there's always going to be losing in any trade which you are taking, you will start developing that mindset that, hey, you know what, I just lose 20 euros. I want to gain 40 euros in order for me to cover the 20 euros I lost. You're already taking the forex market into like as a gamble. You don't have edge. You already forget that in the forex market, there is a time that you will lose, that you need to take it, you need to absorb it. Yeah, I already lost this trade. And you need to reflect on the reason why you lost that trade. If it was your mistake, if it's on your mistake, or it was just normal, because you might do your technical analysis very good, but still the market will go against you. That is forex market for you. So you need to train your psychological mindset. You need to train your trading psychology in order for you to accept your loss. If you don't accept your loss, you will not gain money, because just imagine right now, I enter this market. I'm aiming that, okay, the price will come here. Maybe I have maybe I have $1,000. So at the end of the day, I didn't use the proper lot size. Maybe I used 2 lots, and I am aiming at 20 pips. Now that 20 pips is likely going to be maybe $200. So I lost that $200. The market reversed from this zone and start going up. I will say, hey, I already lost that money. No, I will need to enter the market again, or start scalping around, looking at any other pair that there's opportunity in order for me to enter in before I will get back the money which I already lost in the market. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. And the third is a lot. That is what I said the first time, and this is the third one which I finally get to. A lot of traders, they want to get rich very fast. Why don't you take forex to be kind of an art or kind of a sport? Stop taking it to be a casino. Because if you mastered forex to be an art or a sport for you, it's going to be an habit. You will not start putting that your mindset of, you know what, I want to, in every trade I want to earn money, in every trade I want to earn money. It is fine. You don't want to trade in order for you to lose money. You want to trade in order for you to get money, which is 100% fine. But still, don't take it that, you know what, I just have 10,000. I want to make that 10,000 to be 20,000 in 1 week, or I want to make that 10,000 to be $40 in 2 weeks. Doesn't work like that. That is, you already taking the forex as a casino, or you already want to get rich so fast. And when you are trying to get rich so fast, you ignore all the rules in forex. What are the rules in forex? Risk management. You need to have a hedge in order, before you go into a trade. You know that, yeah, you have the hedge in the market before you go into a trade. You already ignoring those rules. Maybe you have a particular strategy, but because you are planning to get 50,000 in 2 weeks or so, you change to another strategy or start scalping. You that is a day trader, you make 360 U-turn and you start becoming a scalper, because you want to make money so fast. You know, those people part of those 5% that usually are successful in forex trading, they don't count the money which they won in forex. They make it to be a percentage. They have goals. Rama, it will not be possible. You want to get rich so quickly, it's not going to be possible. Why don't you just take forex to be a profession, or better still, occupation? Have a goals. Maybe you just claim that you have 500 500k in your account. Then you start targeting that, you know what, I need 10% return every month from that 500k. Now you are not targeting the money which you want, but you are like basing it on the returns, which your potential return, maybe 500k, and you need 10%. Sometimes it's kind of very, 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 it depends. And the fourth one, which I will say before I get to the last one, is your risk reward ratio. Most traders, they are below 40% winning ratio. If you have like a 40% winning ratio, maybe 40% of the time you win when you analyze the market, and 60% of the time you lose when you analyze the market. Do you know that you might still become a successful trader? You have 40% winning ratio. You can still become a successful trader than somebody that has 80% winning ratio. Because that's what, go back to what they call the edge. If you have edge in the market, you are a trader that has 40% winning ratio, and you are targeting this zone. Let me say you are targeting 300 pips as your profit. You already your stop loss, you put it at this region. So your loss is 100 pips, your winning is 300 pips. So in other words, you have the edge in the market that if this price continue to move here, there is more chance that you will get 300 pips. And B, there are some traders that they don't, I would say they are like 80% winning ratio. Both of them, they enter this pair at the same time. They enter this zone. One of them, the one that has I would say 80% winning ratio, he wants to take profit at this zone. his stop loss is at this zone. So in other words, I would say his take profit is 100 pips, his stop loss is 100 pips. So he has 80% winning ratio or 70% no matter what, but he has a big winning ratio. But do you know that the trader that is aiming at the 300 pips in the long run, he might be more successful than the trader that is just aiming just that short zone? Okay, before I get to the last one, Rama session, I short Euro GDP. Rama, I will not advise you. I don't know at this moment because the price already reversed from this zone. It depends on where you want to take your profit. Actually, it depends on where you planning to take your profit. You can see the price reversed from this zone, but we still have the trade. There was a breakout. The price was consolidating on the 15 minutes time frame. It break out, it might be a retesting and continue moving to the upside. That's number one. So you need to know where your stop loss is and if you have a edge and where do you want to take profit, because this zone might be a significant support zone that the price might not break that zone. So you need to analyze this market before you decide, do you want to short or long? And if you ask me for my advice right now, I would tell you that at this moment it is already in regular time 13:21, that is after 1. It is not good to even trade the forex market at this time. Today is Friday. You are exposing your account for the weekend and you don't know the big news that will come out from the UK or from Europe on Monday that might totally just trigger opposite reversal. So if you ask me at this moment, I will tell you that stay clear of this market. Don't trade at this point. And Alan said that what? Hi there, I trade USD South Africa dollar. The reason is volatility and the pips movement work for me. The other currency move on trend, but if you look at the exotic pairs, pivot point doesn't work. Alan, I will say this: if it works for you, the USD ZAR South African dollar, it works for you, stick to that strategy. This is what I was saying before. One of those 95% of those traders that are losing trade, they never stick to your strategy. But if USD South African dollars is the trade which you always comfortable with and you always win money, like you always win your pips when you trade that currency pair, stick to that your strategy. But if you ask me, I don't want to contradict what you believe in or something like that. I don't really like to trade what's it called yes, Rama. So I don't really like to trade USD South African dollars. The reason why is because it has strong volatilities. Sometimes in order for you to locate yeah, it has high volatility. That's the reason for me I don't like trading the USD South African dollars. And second reason why I don't really like to trade the which is very good. And Harlan, you can talk to Rama. Rama said that he's kind of one of those losing trader. Maybe both of you can connect and you can give him a very good advice. So, but for me, I prefer to trade the exotic currency rather than the USD ZAR or USD Mexico or USD Turkish. Those pair, they have huge volatility. Sometimes it is good for people that is kind of scalping. They just bounce in the market, they grab the pips, they bounce out. It is good for those guys. And you just say that you have 5,000 accounts and you want to you minimum you get $300, or more or less. I would say you are a scalper because then you are using bigger lots, minimal stop loss, and more or less 10 pips or 20 pips take profits. Yeah, 30 pips take profit and maybe 10 pips stop loss. That is my assumption. Since you said your minimum you're getting $300 and you have 5,000 accounts, that is my assumption. But connect with Rama, it will like maybe you can help him maximize his profit because he said that he is losing trade so much. But me, I don't like this currency. Number one, I don't trade USD ZAR. I don't trade USD Turkish Lira and USD Mexican. I don't know their currency, but Mexican, yeah, peso. Those three currencies, I stay clear from them. So finally, if you want to be part of that 5%, finally, if you want to be one of those 5%, that's those winning trader, that 5% that are like successful in forex markets, one thing you don't have to do is believing in what others people is saying. What I mean by that, if you what's it called now, let me quickly jump to YouTube. If I will have time, I will show you something. If you go to YouTube right now, so if you go to YouTube right now, you will be seeing some nice stuff about life of a trader. Yeah, this guy is telling you life of a trader. He's showing you the fancy lifestyles. This is one thing. I'm not arguing what he's showing or something like that if it's wrong or if it is right. I'm not contradicting what he's doing right now. But what I'm trying to say is that you believing so much in what other people are saying. You believe so much that or if you go to Instagram right now, let me go to Instagram. I will show you one of my blog. I stopped posting stuff there actually. The reason why is not because I don't want to be part of the trader that really convince people that forex market is very easy. I don't want to be those part of those traders. So that is the reason why I stopped. Before, if you look at it, before I usually post trade. All the trade which I usually make, I usually post it. If you go to my history, you will see always post it. But later I discovered that there are people that seeing what I'm posting right now, they are motivated. They think that forex is easy. They still want to just be like me. But at the end of the day, it takes time before you can become a successful trader, as if successful forex trader. It takes time. So I stopped posting that. Then I start posting more or less my technical analysis. I just start posting it because if somebody really wants to make money in forex market, what the person needs to do is to learn. You need to learn before you earn money. So in other words, that's the final word, that don't believe so much in other people, what other people are saying, because that might contradict your view of, or contradict your technical analysis. Okay, let me just use Alan right now for example. Alan is a trader. He already just told us that he used 2 lot. It makes what? $300 in a day. He knows what he's doing. He knows the strategy. He just said, you know what? I'm trading USD South African dollars. This is a quite good information he dropped. USD South African dollars. Maybe he raised this stuff right now. He forget to say this stuff and he just said that, you know what? He posted it on his blog or something like that. You know what? I'm making $300 in a day on 5,000 account. I can turn it to, what's it called? 1,000 or 2,000 in a day. For those new traders, they don't know the details or they don't know stuff behind that $300 he is making in a day. Minimum. So they will still have that mindset, you know what, hey, I want to make $300 in a day, or I want to make $100 in a day, or I want to make $50 in a day. It's not about money. Why don't you focus on what works for you? If at the end of the month, what works for you give you in return 10% or 5%, that's kind of a success for your side. So If somebody tell you that, you know what, I'm a successful trader and everything, sometimes what I ask that person, I say, you know what, show me your historical trade. If he doesn't want to show me, I say, okay, it's fine. Can I know your strategy? What? You need to go more details. Or if you want to teach somebody, you need to teach that person more details in order for you to like be more sure. So finally, for those new guys, if somebody tell you I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you need to make more research or ask that person more questions in order for you to be more comfortable and convenient. At this point, I will say thank you very much. Spend 30 minutes on this webinar. And thank you, Alan. Thank you, Raman. Raman, you said you have 500K. I would advise you. I'm not a trader. I am not a trader. I'm an analyst. So you can contact either IFS Passion is a trader or Alan. Just share his his own trade right now. You can contact Alan. So you guys can discuss, and at the end of the day, you'll be able to maximize your profits and maybe get back those your lose which you already had before, those your losses which you had before. You get it? I agree. And learn pick to pair too. Yeah, Alan, you're from South Africa. I know a lot of South Africa guys. They are very successful in trading. I know a lot of guys that are from South Africa. They are very good in technical analysis. They are very good in that. I know 100% those guys. So thank you very much, and see you on Monday for technical analysis. I would say not how or why you make money, for technical analysis. But in them, happy weekend and good luck with your trade.